stand for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Tornadoes. This is CTN, a Clearwater digital media production. Today is Thursday, December 1st. My name is Ashley Rice.
And my name is Jonathan Edward. Today we have your latest news and school announcements, plus a special sports report. So stay tuned because CTN starts now.
In your main news, a Land O'Lakes student is being recognized after winning a national contest for coding. 17-year-old Nickel Dutt is a senior at Land O'Lakes High School. When he learned about the Congressional App Challenge, a national contest, he decided to give it a try, and he actually won the contest for Florida's District 12. Dutt created a desktop app called Student Toolbox that helps students navigate their classes, organizes homework, and has a database of teacher contact information for students to connect with their instructors. Dutt received a plaque and met with Congressman Gus Bilirakis. Dutt's app will be displayed at the U.S. Capitol. Dutt has already started working on his next project, a medical app that will assist surgeons.
A Hillsborough County judge has granted Trevor Dooley bond while he awaits a decision on his manslaughter appeal. Dooley was convicted of killing David James, age 41, after they fought over skateboarding rules on a basketball court in their neighborhood. Dooley's attorneys argued that at the time it was self-defense. However, a jury found Dooley guilty of manslaughter and sentenced him to 8 years in prison. This is his second appeal of that conviction. It centers on what his defense attorneys claim were flawed jury instructions.
The days of downtown Clearwater just being a cluster of buildings standing between the waves of tourists coming in and out of the beach are about to end. A room full of residents wanted to see just how city officials plan to change that, so they attended a workshop Tuesday afternoon. It was one of 7 meetings where citizens were able to give their input about what they would like to see downtown. The past Tuesday's meeting was the 6th meeting so far, and officials say the excitement is building. And now to Morgan with your sports news.
I'm Morgan Duvall with your sports news. For anyone interested in participating in track and field this spring, there is an informational meeting immediately after school today in Coach Carroll's room G1. They will be meeting every Tuesday and Thursday after school for conditioning until the semester break. The girls' basketball team is playing at home tonight against the Northeast Vikings. Game time is 6:15. Come out and support. Tonight, our girls and boys soccer teams will host the Countryside Cougars. The girls' game begins at 6 p.m. and the boys' game will follow. Admissions is $4. There is a meeting on Monday, December 5th after school in room F7 for all students interested in playing tennis this year. Now back to Ashley and Jonathan with your school news.
Thanks, Morgan. In your school news, the Tornado Fishing Club is meeting in C7 from 1:45 to 2:45 on Monday, December 5th for an educational meeting in preparation for our excursion to Sand Key on December 11th.
Let your friends know you're thinking of them this holiday season. The Science National Honor Society is pre-selling candy sleighs for $2 each. Sleighs will be delivered to recipients on Friday, December 9th. Sleighs can be purchased from Mrs. Morrison in room E8 or during lunch in front of the auditorium beginning today through Wednesday, December 7th.
The December NHS meetings will take place today and Friday, December 2nd in PA1 right after school. All members must attend one of the 2 meetings.
There will be a CDMP meeting after school today in room PA5. Be sure to come by and pick up your club t-shirts.
The Clearwater High School English Honor Society applications and essays are due by tomorrow at the latest. Please turn in your applications and attached essays to Mrs. Katz in F8.
Any senior that has not paid their senior fee should see Mrs. Biddle. Senior fees are currently $85 through Wednesday, December 14th. After January 1st, fees will be increased to $100.
Mr. Snover has begun sponsoring a Model UN club. The first meeting is Wednesday, December 7th.
Any Hispanic students who are interested in winning a classical guitar can write a 200-word essay about what classical music means to you and how a classical guitar would help you pursue your interest. Submissions are due by December 7th by the end of the school day in room PA2.
If any students or teachers would like to have an announcement made on a show, please email Mr. Gordon at gordonw@pcsb.org. If you are a student, please have your club sponsor or coach send the email. And now to Ian with a special Sports Corner report.
So you gotta fire up.
Hello everybody, I'm Ian Gibson with your Sports Corner. The Bullets will look to pick up their play as they play against the St. Louis Blues tonight at St. Louis. After a big win against the Seattle Seahawks, the Bucs will look to keep rolling through the season as they play against the San Diego Chargers at San Diego. Back-to-back SEC East champion, the Florida Gators, will look to pull off a major upset against top-ranked Alabama in the SEC Championship this Saturday. Now to Dylan with your weather.
Hey, I'm Dylan Smith with this week's weather. Weather this week stays in the high 70s and the low 80s with only a 20% chance of rain for today. Unfortunately, there's a high humidity with 79 at the high and 69 at the low. Looks like there's a good chance it will rain through Monday through Wednesday. Just remember, after every storm there's a rainbow, but the rainbows are only temporary. Now back to you.
Thanks, Dylan. Like us on Facebook at Clearwater Digital Media Productions for a look back at some of this year's broadcasts.
Check out the CDMP Clearlight running all day for new announcements. Thank you for watching CTN and have a great Tornado Day.